These are 6 of the best city walking shoes. Whether you want a wide toe box, extra cushioning, or stability shoe, I've got you covered. And as a foot and ankle specialist, I'm going to break down the pros and cons of each shoe so that you know which is the best for you by the time you get to the end of this video. The first shoe we're going to look at is Hoka's only walking shoe, and that's the Hoka Transport. So it doesn't have that huge amount of cushioning underneath your foot that some people don't aesthetically enjoy. It's got nice balanced cushioning, so it's still cloud-like, still really comfortable for spending hours on your feet. Underneath, it's got excellent grip, so you've got lugs that provide grip on different types of surfaces. So whether you need to have it for city walking, but also for gravel, it's got vibrant MegaGrip underneath, so if it's raining or wet conditions, it gives you excellent traction under your foot. And then on top of the shoe, it has speed lacing system, which is really convenient, but it does come with a traditional lacing system as well. Some of the downsides of this shoe is it has a really narrow toe box, so those of you with a broader foot may not enjoy it. However, it does come in a GORE-TEX option for those of you who need it during the winter. So an excellent option by Hoka if you want a really comfortable shoe. Then a completely contrasting shoe that most of you may not have heard of, and that's the Topo Athletic Phantom 4. Now, the best aspects of this shoe is it has an anatomical toe box, so you can see it's really wide, especially when you compare it to the Transport in the toe box, and that's really how most shoes should be. It gives you plenty of space for your toes to splay. If you've got any conditions in the ball of your foot, it's likely to accommodate most of them. It's got really balanced cushioning overall, so it's not as soft as what we get in the Transport, but it's still really comfortable if you need to spend a couple of hours on your feet in the shoe, and it's got a nice broad base of support under the shoe to give you a nice ground contact feel. Some of the downsides of this shoe is some people might not find it as aesthetically pleasing because it looks quite wide on top of the shoe. But personally, when we put that aside, this is one of the best shoes in the market at a really good price point, which you can check in the description below. Then we have a really popular shoe in the OnCloud 6. So this was a much better upgrade compared to the OnCloud 5. We've got a bit more space in the toe box as a result, so it's now a normal fit on top. We've got the speed lacing system, which you can tighten to your needs, and it also comes with a traditional lacing system like we see in the Hoka Transport. One of the downsides of this is it does have a little bit of slippage on top of the shoe, and if you want to spend hours walking, I don't think personally there's enough cushioning or protection underneath your foot unless you're really used to having a lower stack shoe. So it's a really convenient shoe because you can just slip your foot in and out. Got a little bit more space than the previous model. Great for city walking if you just need to do shorter distances, going to the shops, going to meetings back and forth, and you can get away with it in the workplace a little bit more than some of the options that we're talking about. Then if you're looking for more of a rocker bottom shoe, we've got an excellent option in the Nike Motiva. So by rocker bottom, you can see that I can tilt back and forth easily, and that facilitates the push off phase of the gait cycle, makes walking a little bit more easy and a little bit more fun. Underneath, you've got a waffle outsole, which gives you excellent grip on the ground. It's got loads of cushioning underneath your foot, so when you initiate contact with the ground, it's really soft, really comfortable. Got plenty of space in the toe box and then a normal fit on top. One of the downsides of this shoe is some people might find it a little bit unstable if you have a history of ankle sprains or if you have any balance problems. But if you're looking for a rocker bottom shoe that's quite fun and you're looking for more of a Nike aesthetic look, then the Motiva can be an excellent option for you. When we think about comfort, then we always think about New Balance. The Fresh Foam X line is one of the most comfortable cushioning on the market, and the 860 comes from their stability line. So you can see the green cushioning on the inside and then less white cushioning on top, followed by more white on the outside and less green cushioning on top. The green foam is more dense, and therefore when you put your foot inside, it tilts slightly outward. So that's how it helps control pronation moments. If you've got a flatter foot, you may enjoy this shoe more than some of the other shoes. However, one of the downsides of this is if you suffer from ankle sprains or peroneal issues, it does shift your force and your weight outwards a little bit, so it can put extra pressure on those aspects of your ankle. On top, we got a nice plush upper, and you've got lots of space in the toe box, and it comes in a wide version as well. So it's really accommodating in terms of wide and extra wide for those of you with wider feet. Really comfortable for standing for long periods of time. If you're looking for a similar model, but without the stability element to it, look towards the New Balance A80 V15. Again, I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check out either a review or the latest price on Amazon. Then finally, we have a classic shoe in the ASICS Gel-Cumulus 27. So this is an excellent option if you're looking for a really comfortable shoe with a nice rocker profile. It's got balanced cushioning so you sink into it and then it rocks you forward to help with the push-off phase of the gait cycle. It's got a nice broad-based support to increase the amount of stability underneath your foot without being too soft. So it's what we classify as a stable neutral shoe. It doesn't have that max stack underneath your foot, so it's a bit more aesthetically accommodating for city walking. It's got a normal amount of space in the toe box, but it comes in a wide version as well. And it's got plenty of cushioning around the heel cup for those of you who need it. So this is a bit of an all-rounder. It can do periods for long standing, for long walking, or for short walks. It's quite light, quite nimble. If you're looking for more of a max cushion option in the ASICS range, you might look towards the ASICS Gel Nimbus 27. Again, we'll drop a link to it below in the description. So you've got 6 different forms of shoes that accommodate different needs. However, if you have any questions on them, drop in the comment section below. There's links to all 6 shoes in the description if you want to check out the latest prices. Otherwise, if you just found the video helpful or interesting, then like and share and subscribing really does make a massive difference to the channel.